The Walt Disney Company is making up a new backstory for Pooh. No, not that kind of Pooh. The literal kind of Pooh. It's all to polish a crappy problem Disney has at Animal Kingdom with their new Zootopia theater attraction. And somehow, someway, a poor former Imagineer accidentally stepped in the Pooh's way. Hello, folks, and welcome back. It's That Park Place, the YouTube channel that gives you all the news that should be fun. I am joined today with Jonas J. Campbell, a union set forth by destiny, Jonas.
Yeah, you are joined today by Jonas J. Campbell. Absolutely. Joining with, though, I think my wife would have an issue with that one. Looking at this, though, I'm fascinated at how quickly this mob came after Jim Shull for saying what a lot of people just kind of, he said out loud, I think something that everybody was kind of thinking about this attraction.
Folks, Jonas questions my use of prepositions. We question the use of ire and angst online. We, however, never question your desire to click that like button. Let's dive in, Jonas. What do we got here? What's really going on with the former Imagineer who stepped into a hornet's nest of Mickey Mouse, not Clubhouse, but Hate House fans?
That's a very good way to put it. The title from That Park Place is former Imagineer Jim Shull calls new Disney World Zootopia show woke after preview video goes online, then seems to backtrack. Retired Walt Disney Imagineer Jim Shull stirred online discussion this weekend after questioning whether video from the Zootopia Better Zoogether preview in Disney's Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World carries what he described as a woke vibe. Let's just go straight to the title, to the tweet here. The videos of hashtag Zootopia show in the hashtag Tree of Life give off a woke vibe and a show aimed squarely at children. Am I wrong? More on, and then he was giving a link to his YouTube channel. So his promotion of his YouTube channel here may have gone awry. I almost wonder what the comments are.
He faced a furry furor. Jonas, they were angry at him. They couldn't stand it that he would dare call it woke. And, I'm going to defend mildly the attraction. I don't think that it's woke, Jonas. I really don't. I think that it is lackluster, mediocre, boring. It is a quick paint job over a much better facade. It was time for the bugs to leave, I think. But when you go and you do this thing and you look up and they've boarded up the holes where the Black Widow spiders used to drop down, because darn it, doing effects is hard. Like, that's when you say, okay, and they can't stay consistent. Is it a show that you're there watching like a theater, or are you part of the attraction? Like, they can't stay consistent in the storytelling. It's just all over the place. And unfortunately, in Animal Kingdom, it's supposed to be about real animals. So when you got these little animals in clothes and it's all about human multiculturalism, you could argue that that's woke, but it's really the one note that Zootopia knows how to hit. So they brought in Zootopia, and what is Zootopia? It's all about ethnicities and multiculturalism. Okay, that belongs in Epcot if you want to do that, but it's got to go in Animal Kingdom. So whereas they could have went through the history of animals, in their world, and they could have shown off the abilities of animals, predator and prey and all that, what we get is like a average at best, it's really not, Disney Plus short with 3D glasses and terrible marketing and a giant doo-doo ball that people now put their hands on because it's supposed to be something else. Jonas, would you like to explain ye old doo-doo ball?
No, I really, really, really don't. But the thing that happens here over and over again is that Disney takes something that exists and has quality and has something that has what we think is probably some legacy attachment to it. And then when they come in and say, oh, we're going to put in a new one, if the expectation is they're going to put something at equal or greater value here, they always seem to be taking at least one step back. It seems like more they're taking the scraps of what's there, and they have Imagineers who don't quite understand what made the original great in charge of doing this one. Maybe we talked about Clawhauser, which the Clawhauser animatronic is technically fine, I guess, but it just kind of looks like old carpet, and it's going to look really old really quick unless they maintain that thing, which
Jonas,
I don't think they're going to do.
I have realized you really and truly did not want to talk about the doo-doo ball. So allow me, I will step into the controversy that Some out there are wondering now, scratching their heads, what in the world is he talking about?
Right. The reason I wanted to do that is because I was saving it for another segment on another part. But we can talk about the doo-doo ball all over the channel.
I'll handle it daftly, Jonas. I will. Let's get rolling with the doo-doo ball.
Go for it.
There is a ball that was used for It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's a physical thing out in the queue. And what is it for, folks? Well, it was supposed to be a ball of dung. D-U-N-G, from a dung beetle, a giant dung beetle. Huge ball of doo-doo. Well, what did Disney do with the budget for Zootopia, Zoogether? Well, instead of like redoing the stuff to make it look like a brand new attraction like it should be, they didn't have the budget for that. So they just slapped on some little animal paw prints all over the doo-doo ball and said, this is a ball of dirt now. And all the animals brought their dirt and rolled it into a ball, and you should come touch it. Which is, right. I don't know if they were laughing when they came up with that idea to have people caress the doo-doo ball, but you talk about lazy. Like, just remove the doo-doo ball. Just get it out of there. Get rid of the dung beetle ball or something. Are you that cheap? All I can tell you, Jonas, is it must be tough to be an Imagineer.
I think it's fascinating when and here is they've rewritten it with the magic of story. And the only thing magic is the excuse here, like George Lucas rewriting that, parsec is a distance, and it's how quickly you go through this one sector of space. No, you made a mistake, and now you're trying to cover it up. With this one, they're polishing a turd. Forgive me for saying this, and the turd being the thing that they're working on now. That I guess this is open now. Who cares if it's open now? And it's no better or worse than Zootopia Plus on Disney Plus. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, go watch Zootopia, then watch Zootopia Plus, and realize the quality difference there, and realize that Zootopia Plus is just something that it's dangling shiny objects in front of your children, hoping they don't notice that there's a quality difference there. It's the same thing with this ball of poo that they've put handprints on, and anyone who knows what it is just going to know. This is symbolic in a way that they don't mean it to be. Like the rudderless ship from the rivers of America that now is a symbol of the Walt Disney Company here.
And that's the problem, Jonas. The problem is, is it woke? No, it's probably not woke. It's like at the edge, but it's not. It just exists. It's just boring vanilla paste. And the problem is, these are the same folks who are going to be making all that wondrous stuff that's behind the walls that you're supposed to be excited about, that's supposed to get you to buy the vacay in the next few years. Oh, I just got to go ride those cars. Oh, I just got to go do that Monsters roller coaster. They can't even get this little theater show done that is a total just redo, slap something new in there. They can't even get that right, to the point that they're boarding up some of the effects, and you can look up and see, well, they just put some boards up there. Like, come on. Are these really the kind of individuals that we want to be transforming the happiest place on earth? I don't think so.
No, of course not. And there are other things that they're doing as well. This is something where they've actually rewritten characters. They're putting a Joe Rodent into this park, which I think is a hilarious change, since Joe Rodent was very famously against having animals with pants in this park. It's humans that happen to look like animals instead of animals that are actual animals. So the conservation message from Animal Kingdom, that's gone for the idea of, this kind of looks like a lion, but we're going to talk about, I don't know, some weird analogy about racial gentrification, and maybe even little hints of crime epidemics of the 1990s in America. We're going to tell that through animals, as opposed to telling something that's actually about animals, like, I don't know, Lion King, or again, It's Tough to Be a Bug. Very big on the animal themes in that, and the idea of ants versus the caterpillars. There's great stories there, but instead we have an attraction that it's essentially rewriting a park that they don't know what to do with. I don't think that they really like that they have to take care of all these animals at this point, because their chief competition at the time was Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. And yes, that is a very strange thing to say, that Disney was competing with a regional park, but they did at the time. And now they have they're taking the existing work of established creators, and they're just turning it into I don't know what, just the next thing. We hope that you don't notice that it doesn't quite make sense, because the people that don't like Disney now are usually the people who were aware of how good it used to be. All they have is decline. They're skating on it now.
I think I'm trying to get in my mind what the new themes are for the theme parks. Magic Kingdom sort of remains what it was, minus some of the stuff that Walt loved. Epcot is like the land that we broke, but you can kind of see where we were going with it before. Hollywood Studios is the IP graveyard. You know, come on, get your Star Wars. Oh, yeah, it's not going so well. Hey, come get your Pixar. Oh, yeah, it's not going so well. And then Animal Kingdom is, well, we tried to do a zoo once upon a time.
Yeah, and I actually think that Kilimanjaro Safari, except that there's somebody within the company that is bracing for the hit of them saying of the actual realization that Animal Kingdom needs to be rebranded if they take out Kilimanjaro Safari. I don't think that that's doing the numbers that they feel like they need to do for Animal Kingdom right now. So I just have this feeling that at some point this entire park is going to change, and I don't want to be a calling for doom and forecasting for doom here, but I actually look at this and I think, wow, at some point they're going to close Kilimanjaro Safari for a minute, and then it's going to come back and the rhinos won't be there, and they're going to close it again for a little bit. Oh, and the lions aren't going to be there, or the giraffes, or whatever. Take your pick on whatever animal that is, and eventually they'll rename the entire park, because I don't think that they look at this and they'll change it to something like Disney's Animal Adventure World and then Disney Adventure World Orlando or something like that. I think this is a sign that they actually don't know what they're doing in any way. It makes me very worried for Piston Peak, which has the potential to actually be a good land, as much as I hate that they're getting rid of Rivers of America. Villains Land has the potential to be a good land, but looking at things like this that seem to be just, oh, well, we'll slap a coat of paint on it, we'll send the 3D guys to go render something interesting, and we'll get that Clawhauser animatronic, we'll use the spares from Shanghai, and we'll stick it in the theater. Get rid of that. It doesn't make sense with the theme. What are we going to do about the turd? Paint it, and then we'll open it up for the public and try to put a little lightning lane in there to see if we can get a little bit of our money back. That's what I expect at this point. I didn't mean to be such a doomer on this, but that's where I'm at on Animal Kingdom at the moment.
You mean I'm not going to get to ride a tauntaun through the African safaris?
That would be amazing. I actually think that Disney should, if they ever get there, if they can ever get robots that actually work in a way that can interact with guests on a frequent basis without a handler sitting there with an iPad, that's what they need to be doing. Tauntauns. All
right, folks. You can help us a tauntaun. Click that like button, drop a comment down below, let us know your thoughts. Should they save Animal Kingdom? Is this one way that they're destroying it? Or is it all a little bit too much doom and gloom? And you know what? The kiddos like that rabbit and fox. Let us know down below. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is That Park Place, where all the news should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.